to get through a workout. Once you feel him and you sweat with him and you watch other guys go, the mask is off. And Chimaev is very much one of these guys that has a...
The phrase "the mask is off" has become a major talking point in the MMA world, especially when discussing Khamzat Chimaev and Strickland. For years, Chimaev has built a reputation as one of the most feared and dominant fighters in combat sports. His aggressive fighting style and confidence created an image of near invincibility among fans. However, training alongside elite fighters often reveals a different side of competition. Strickland is known for his blunt personality and intense sparring style, and many fans believe his comments about training sessions with Chimaev pull the tension away from the hype and focus more on the human side of elite athletes. At the highest level of MMA, every fighter experiences difficult moments in training, fatigue, pressure, and technical challenges. Discussions like these remind fans that even the sport's biggest stars are constantly evolving and adapting behind the scenes.
Strickland versus Khamzat Chimaev. What happened in the training room? Now, Daniel Cormier talked about this, and I'm glad that he said it because it's what everybody's wondering. There was people that were there when they trained. Khamzat has one opinion. He whipped
UFC champion Daniel Cormier also discussed the growing debate surrounding the reported sparring stories between Strickland and Chimaev. According to Cormier, situations like this are about much more than simply who performed better during practice. In combat sports, confidence and perception play a huge role. Fighters often compete mentally long before they ever step into the cage. Public comments about sparring sessions can shape fan opinion, create psychological pressure, and fuel future rivalries. Both Chimaev and Strickland are known for having extremely strong personalities, which is why their conflicting versions of events quickly became one of the biggest discussion topics in MMA media. Another important aspect of the controversy is the unwritten rule within combat sports gyms that training details usually stay private. Many fighters consider sparring sessions part of personal development rather than public entertainment. Because of this, fans and analysts were surprised to see stories from training camps become public discussion points. Some observers believe the comments were harmless competitiveness, while others think they may have been part of larger psychological mind games between the confident fighters. Either way, the situation added more intrigue to a potential rivalry and gave fans a rare glimpse into the tension that can build between elite competitors outside official fights. Chimaev's rise in MMA has been one of the fastest and most talked about stories in recent years. Early in his UFC career, he became famous for his dominant performances, fearless personality, and active presence in interviews and social media. As his fame grew, many fans noticed that Chimaev became more private and selective with public appearances. Analysts believe this shift may simply reflect the increasing pressure that comes with becoming one of the biggest stars in the sport. At the elite level, athletes often protect their personal space and training environment more carefully as expectations continue to rise for some fighters. Maintaining mystery and focus becomes part of handling the pressure of global attention. Stories involving Chimaev's friendship with Darren Till also helped fans connect with him during his rise to fame. Casual moments shared online, whether during training, travel, or everyday activities, made him appear more relatable outside the cage. At the time, many fans viewed Chimaev as an unstoppable rising star whose momentum kept growing with every performance, but his expectations became larger. So, did the pressures surrounding his image and career? Today, discussions around Chimaev often focus not only on his fighting ability, but also on how athletes manage fame, pressure, and public perception while competing at the highest level of combat sports.
standards. I'm so curious. Now, there's a rule in the practice room that what happens in the room stays in the room. And you would be stunned at how fiercely loyal to that code the entire industry is. But those guys have already stepped outside it. Right? Whether that happened or that didn't happen, those guys have already stepped outside it. So